Well, joining us right here is Mr. Hussein Kodi Bengre, who's the legal secretary of Muslim Okota. Well, thank you for joining us. Can you, we also hear that the petitioners, the Muslim girls who have been fighting for their right to wear the hijab, now we see that this is a huge setback. Are they planning to, appeal against this judgment?
या फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हम जो हाई कोर्ट का जो जजमेंट आया है उसको हम लोग रेस्पेक्ट करते हैं फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल। सेम टाइम में हमारे यहाँ के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पे हम लोग पूरा भरोसा रखते हैं, क्योंकि कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने हमने ये भी कहा है हाई कोर्ट में अगर आपको सेटिस्फेक्शन नहीं है तो हम लोग सुप्रीम कोर्ट जा सकते हैं। उसी हिसाब से हम लोग सुप्रीम कोर्ट में अपील जाने वाले हैं और हमें पूरा भरोसा है सुप्रीम कोर्ट हमारे जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल राइट्स को वो प्रोटेक्ट करेगा और वो लड़कियों को भी एजुकेशन वो जो फंडामेंटल राइट्स के साथ जो एजुकेशन राइट्स है दिलाने में सक्सेस होगा सुप्रीम कोर्ट।
Do you believe that the High Court, from the college administration, rejecting the students to, students fighting with the government and then government coming out with an order, again, trying to reject these students of, practicing fundamental right. Do you think even the High Court has also similarly followed the fashion of not even, by dismissing all the petitions and rejecting the students' pleas?
एक्चुअली हम लोग उसके बारे में कमेंट करना नहीं चाहते। हाई कोर्ट रिजेक्ट किया है वो किस मकसद में किया है उसके बारे में हम नहीं ये कर सकते। हमें इतना ही हम लोग उधर गए भी इसीलिए कि हमें कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल राइट है, क्योंकि जो फंडामेंटल राइट्स में वो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल राइट है, इसके लिए हम लोग गए थे। अभी वो हमें डिनाई भी नहीं बोल सकते, शायद रिजेक्ट भी हो सकता है। उसको हमें आगे ऑप्शन है सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जाके अपील करने का, उसके लिए हम लोग अपील के लिए जा रहे हैं।
Have you appealed yet, or when are you planning to appeal?
It will be tomorrow or day after tomorrow.
Okay. So all the Muslim petitioners today, female student petitioners.
Yeah, maximum students will be go to the because we have two.
Will it be only the Udupi College, Bandaskas College?
No, Udupi and Kundapur. From Udupi, one MGM College, another one Government PU College, Kundapur.
The same students who today also the same petitioners?
Yeah, same petitioners.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Hussein, trying to tell us that the same petitioners will once again be, appealing against the judgment of the High Court, and also what they feel is that, yes, their fundamental right is being denied. And of course, even as we speak, with this particular judgment that is being pronounced by the Karnataka High Court, though clearly it does not suggest that, it is a ban on hijab, it does, of course, talk about the Karnataka High Court does of course tell that wearing of hijab is not an essential religious practice. Now that is in one way saying that they are upholding as far as Karnataka government's order dated February 5th. Now that particular order clearly stated that a prescribed uniform code will have to be followed by the students. Now there is something called the Uniform Prescribed Code. Now this has been prescribed by the College Development Committee, also headed by the BJP MLAs of various colleges. Now they have prescribed certain set of uniform code. In none of those codes or the written instruction manual, except for a few private colleges, does talk about where students can wear hijab. Now the students here, what they question is that when the central government run schools such as the Kendriya Vidyalaya have allowed their own students to wear matching scarves, this is matching with the trousers or even for that matter skirts, why not allow the students and give them an exception in their instruction manual to wear the hijab? Now, if you're really going by the particular Karnataka High Court's order, it does talk about saying that where wearing of hijab is not an essential religious practice. That is one. Secondly, it also goes on to talk about there where students should not object to the prescribed uniform. Now, remember, there is no written rule which suggests that the students can wear headscarves or hijab for that matter. But however, though there is no written rule, there are several colleges and schools that have allowed in the past to wear, allowed the students to wear the hijab or headscarves for that matter. So it is only now where a bunch of students, nearly 5 to 6 students, where they complained and went against the college administration and after which they could not take the diktat coming in from the BJP MLA here, Udupi BJP MLA. So after which we understand the entire issue snowballed into controversy. If you're really talking about where exactly does the case stand today, we see the judgment has been, the verdict has been already pronounced by the Karnataka High Court, clearly saying that the students cannot really object to this particular, the CDCs, the College Development Committees prescribed uniform. That is one. Secondly, going on to state that the hijab is not really an essential religious practice. What we also know at the moment is where the secretary of the Muslim Okuta confirming the fact that the same petitioners who had in fact filed a batch of petitions in the Karnataka High Court saying that the fundamental right is being denied will now be appealing against the judgment of the Karnataka High Court in the topmost court. In Udupi, with camera person Kumar, Shrija for NDTV.